In this video, we will be calculating the mean, median, mode, and range for a dataset. Before we do any calculations, let's first define each of those terms. The mean, which is a fancy word for an average, can be found by adding up all of the data points and dividing by the number of data. The median is what we call the number that's in the middle. Now we're going to see cases where sometimes the middle is one number, which is great. Other times the median might be in between two numbers, and so we'll find the average of the two numbers in the middle. Remember, in order to find the median, your data set has to be in order. The mode is the number or the data point that occurs the most often. You can have more than one mode or no mode at all. The range is the difference between the largest and the smallest data points. Let's take a look at a data set and calculate the mean, median, mode, and range for the data. For number 1, we're asked to find the mean. The mean is a fancy word for an average. So to find the average, the first thing you're going to need to do is grab a calculator and add up all those numbers in this data set, all these numbers. Once you've done that, you should get a total of 1,061. We are going to take the sum of those data points and divide it by the number of data points. So you have to count how many of these data points we have, and in this case, it's 14. So on our calculator, we're going to do 1,061 divided by 14, and it says to round to the nearest hundredth, so we should have two numbers after our decimal point. It's going to give us about 75.79. That is the average or the mean for this data set. Example 2 is asking us to find the median. The median is the number in the middle, but before we can find that, we have to make sure our data set is in order. They were nice to us on this one. They gave us the data already in order from smallest to biggest, so we're ready to go. We're just looking for where is the middle. Well, when we were calculating the mean, we counted up that there were 14 data points, so around 7 would be the middle. So here's what we can do. We can just count in 7 from each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put me at 76. So right here. And if we count 7 from the other side, we're going to be at 80. So the median is right here. Because the middle is not one specific number, if it was, we would be done. It would be that number is the middle. In this case, we're going to have to find the average of the two numbers on either side of the middle. So we're going to do 76 plus 80 and divide that by 2. So 76 plus 80 is 156. And when we divide that by 2, we're going to get 78 for our median. Next up is the mode. The mode is the one that occurs more often than the others, or the most frequently. In this case, I have two 73s and two 82s. I don't have 3 of anything. If I had 3 of something, that would be even more frequently, and that would be the answer. But since those both occur more than others, but not more than each other, this one is what we call bimodal. It's got two modes, 73 and 82. Last up is the range. The range is the difference between the largest data point, in our case 94, and the smallest in our data set, it's 48. If we subtract those two, we get a range of 46.